Yo, what's up, guys? Is my NQ chart frozen, or are we just not moving? Let me go to the 1 minute quick. Hold on. I missed the equals highs trade, but there was nothing. All right, let me exit out of trading view quick and reset it because obviously it's not loading right now. Oh, whoa. I was actually in the shower. I went to the gym. I came back just now. So this was the really good 1 minute setup to these equal highs, right? We inversed here. Your stop to break even would have been at this internal high sweep. You probably would have got stopped out at break even, to be honest, but still not the worst trade in the world. Did we leave any other equal highs here? That's what I want to check first. Hold on, guys. High and average. Yeah, and look at this. This is the definition of do not trade. Like, look at what we're doing right now. We're just chopping around like crazy. We took Asia high. We took Asia low. To me, this is a definition of like seek and destroy. I am not in any... There's no bias for me today. We took out this internal high. So I'm going to remove that from the charts. Where do I think we could potentially go? Well, we do have this 15-minute gap here. Okay, that has not been balanced yet. So it's definitely possible that we could come down and rebalance this 15-minute gap. So I'm going to label that as a standard FEG. That's what I have it as here in gray. And again, on the 4-hour time frame, this is a particularly decent spot for a reversal, but I don't exactly like a 15-minute rebalance because we did technically rebalance it slightly right here, which means that we could just continue to the downside here, and that target would be this liquidity right here. Right, so this could be the overall draw for the week. It's possible. I'm not saying that it is for sure, but it's definitely possible. Hold on. Let me just post to the Discord that I'm live. I mean to the to X that I'm live. So I'm not expecting anything big this 11 a.m. because of the fact that we had a great trade yesterday. There's no red folder news anymore. The red folder news is at 8:15. My potential intraday bias was these equal highs here, and that already hit. So you have to realize that the high probability trade potential has already happened. Well, this time is different. Sorry, I'm just saw a funny post on X. Someone responded to me. All right. Yeah, so for now there really is no bias, guys. Let me just look at the daily chart. Did we form a daily fair value gap? So we are potentially forming a daily fair value gap here. Now, it hasn't been left open yet, obviously. We have to see how the rest of today holds up. If we have a down day, then that is potentially bearish. And what we can look for is a potential rebalance of the daily gap. So keep an eye out for where this is right now. We're going to keep it as a potential daily fair value gap, right? Not an official one just yet, but a potential fair value gap. But guys, still, my daily bias is still to the upside. I still want us to rebalance the 50% of this daily fair value gap. So if you want to do QQQ swings, you can try it. But again, it is higher risk because we have already rebalanced the daily. We, in theory, don't have to trade up to this before continuing lower. So like we have this daily fair value gap that we can potentially rebalance right here. So we are going to draw that out. We do have a daily volume imbalance right here. That could also be a draw. So guys, when you are looking for trades in your charts, it's very important to look for these areas of imbalances on the higher time frames. Right? Because you want to know where potential draws will be. You don't want to just sit and hope and pray that something is going to go in your favor. Be prepared for where the market could potentially go. So again, we have now potential sell side draws. We have daily fair value gaps. We have volume imbalances. So there's a lot of different things that could happen here. We do have equal highs here. So I have those labeled. But yeah, I don't see anything high probability right now on the charts. And again, we have crude oil. What time is crude oil at? Baby, I'm back. Ooh. Crude oil I posted was at 10:30. So in about an hour. We did just take out London low, guys, by the way. I have a different London low to most people. I don't know what ICT keeps it at, but I just do midnight to 6 a.m. as London. So we could get a potential retracement or reversal here. But again, there's nothing on the 1 minute chart that gives me that bias. So let's see how some of my other stuff is performing right now. I did add Boeing, guys, yesterday. I haven't posted it in the Discord yet because I think that there's going to be more opportunities to add, but I'm going to add this as a swing play soon in the Discord. If you guys are watching this now, I added at 149.99. So I got it right here. If you want to add, right now I'm looking at this for a swing trade. My risk on this trade will be a close below 120, a daily close. I mean, a weekly close. My take profits will ideally be up here around 260. Maybe I'll take profits in this daily, this weekly gap. But we're looking at about a 20% downside return for, what is this? A 55 to 60% upside return. So it's like a 3-to-1 trade. Not the worst in my opinion. And what's the thesis behind it? We have this monthly fair value gap that we just rebalanced. So my expectation is that at minimum we come back and rebalance this monthly fair value gap with a low of 214.63. I want to see that get touched at some point soon. Wow, Tesla is getting wrecked. 248 on the day. It's a good day to sell puts, in my opinion. Down 3%. That is unbelievable. Talk about buy the rumor, sell the news. I mean, we haven't even had the news yet. The rumor hasn't even run us up too high now. We were above 264, so we're testing a 4-hour and a daily order block here and a daily fair value gap. So this could be the place where we reverse. Not 100%, obviously, but it's possible. Baby, I'm back. Ooh. You could do it all. Sheesh. Getting destroyed. Wow, what a big gap down. I was strong, but I just can't live without you. All right, let's look at NQ. All right, so we just took out the same sell side. We have these two areas of sell side we could take out potentially as well. Not a good looking day, guys. I'm not gonna lie. Not going to lie. I mean, for shorts, it's a good looking day, but we just took out sell side here. We have another set of sell side right here, and this is that 4-hour sell side. So we could potentially see a reversal here, but I'm not banking on it. There's nothing extremely obvious to me. Oh, that's what happened with Tesla. We missed it missed Q3 expectations. They only delivered 462,000 vehicles. And the expectation was what, 465? I forget. Oh. Tesla estimated 463,000 deliveries, and they delivered 462. So just just a little bit below estimates. That is the reason that they're selling off right now. Down 4.5%. So if you guys are bullish on Tesla, I think today's a really good day to sell puts, and I'm going to be updating the Discord today on a round of sold puts I'm going to be taking, because I think it's definitely optimal. Especially with the event coming up on October 10th, which is in 8 days. That should be good. Abdullah from Pakistan. What's up, Abdullah? Are you a day trader? Or are you a long-term investor? What do you do? And by the way, guys, if you're in the chat, I'm very curious to know what you guys do. So let me know how you relate to the markets. If you're a trader, if you trade... I trade NQ personally, which is what you see right here. But yeah, I trade NQ, and I do a lot of long-term swing trades on QQQ and then on stocks. So one of the things I do is selling options. I sell calls and puts against my positions, and personally right now I'm looking at Tesla for a round of sold puts. Abdullah, are you a day trader? What do you do? Abdullah Mughal. So funny. Tesla misses their estimates by like a 10% of 1%. And they're down almost 5% on the day. That is ridiculous. Like, people are stupid. People are such idiots. Like, the overreactions that I see in the market for things like this just make me laugh. I was strong, and I just can't. All right, so this is a decent long setup, but there's a lot of fair value gaps here. So I don't always like taking this like first reversal. I typically like to see a manipulation leg down and then a move higher. We do have this 2-minute fair value gap that we could potentially go up and rebalance. So keep that in mind. Yo, if you guys are in the chat, let me know. Are you a day trader or long-term investor? What do you do? Okay, so we just took out, again, we took out London, so this is a potential spot for a reversal, right? If you take this trade, This would be your entry right now. Your stop would be at the low, and your take profit would be at this internal high for a 3-to-1 trade. But again, I don't always like taking this first manipulation, so this is not A plus to me. This is like an A setup. Your stop to break even would be at this internal high on the 1 minute. Check Bitcoin and is war over. Check Bitcoin and is war over. What do you mean is war over? OG Dictator. Are you asking me if the Iran-Israel situation? All right, guys, so you're about to take profit on this trade if you're in it. And boom, take profits hit. Again, not my favorite setup, but this was the trade. It was a 2-minute inverse. We closed above. 3-to-1 trade right there. All right, I'm going to check Bitcoin for you guys and tell you what I see. So if you remember, on X, I personally posted, and you can check back at my receipts, on September 9th, I posted that the buy program was beginning because we came down and traded into this 0.25 quartile of this daily wick, and we inversed this fair value gap. So on this day, I took some longs on Bitcoin. I said the buy models begin, and my first target was 65,000. Now we are retracing. I don't think that this is going to be the start of a sell-off. I think we're going to continue higher here. Again, there's so many different things that could change that, but I think this is just a standard retracement. We're rebalancing a weekly fair value gap, and I think we're going to use this to go higher. If we inverse it, that's not the best sign, and we'll probably come down to at least this internal sell side at 57 again. But it's just crazy how much of this bull flag we're forming on Bitcoin right now. And there we go. That was the trade. Baby, come back. Ooh. I was strong. And I just can't live without you. Baby, come back. That trade looked decent, but it wasn't my favorite. Thanks, mate. Lots of love, B. OG Dictator. You didn't answer my question. What do you think about the war situation? Are you talking about the Iran-Israel war? And I hope that you got something out of that Bitcoin analysis. I do think we're still going higher, by the way, if you didn't hear, but. And also, OG Dictator, I'm curious if you're a day trader or if you're like a long-term investor, or if you just hold Bitcoin, or what you do. Wow, Tesla is getting railed after that news. The earnings were really not bad at all. It's amazing how the overreactions happen in the markets. Literally incredible. Like, imagine you deliver 462. I think it's in millions, so that's what? No, it's actually 462,000 cars. In the third quarter, and your estimate's 463,000. So you miss it by 1,000 cars, and everyone freaks out. It's like, come on. I have to look more into the report, but. It's like, damn. Yo, if you guys are in the chat, let me know if you're a day trader, a long-term investor. So we have an order block here on the 1 minute. We could come back up to this internal buy side, guys, but I'm not banking on that. This was the silver bullet. We're in this 950 macro, so I mean, this could actually be the silver bullet. We could get a macro up to this internal buy side. Baby, I'm back. Ooh. Yeah, so if we inverse this on the 1, you could take that to buy side. I was strong, and I just can't live without you. So there's a 2 minute and a 1 minute here. I think you could take either one, but it would be ideal if you wait for confirmation for both. So there's a 1 minute inverse here and a 2 minute right here. So you have to be careful of both, guys. Also, if you guys could like and subscribe, that would be great. It helps the algorithm out. There's 3 people in here and no likes. Come on, y'all. At least got to get 2 out of 3 people to like. Thank you to whoever just liked that. All right, appreciate the like, bro. Now I got family. Okay. Dude, Tesla's getting so wrecked right now. Down 6.05%. 6% on the day. My Boeing position is doing nicely, though. By the way, my cost basis on Tesla's below 200, so I could give 2 hoots, but it's very interesting to see this sell-off here. Like, Tesla doesn't get a break. Also, guys, really important on Tesla is we have this weekly volume imbalance, right? So I'm going to label that as a VI. And I'm going to label it yellow just so it's a little bit more visible. But this is a very important volume imbalance. I think this should be where the market holds. We could be coming down just to rebalance it. And then we can continue higher, but we'll have to see what happens. Guys, if you're in the chat, let me know if you're an investor, day trader, what you do. We're about to get the 1 minute inverse, guys. If we get it, you could try this as a stop back below, take profit at the buy side liquidity. In fact, if I can log into an eval account, shoot, I don't know what the login for this is. If I can log in fast enough, I will take this on an eval. Just give me a second, guys. I want to try and log in here. Shoot. I don't know if I'm gonna get it. Baby, I'm back. I was strong, but I just can't live without you. Ugh, I'm not gonna get in. How do I log out? I'm in the wrong account. Okay, we're almost there. Hold on. Yo, guys, I'm bored. If you're in the chat with me. Let me know who you are. All right. Got it. Okay, I'm going to move this off the screen real quick so I can log in. I'm not sure if it shows my password or not. All right, there we go. Yeah, I got wrecked on this eval the other day. I'm trying to run it back. So guys, if we get a 1 minute close here, you can try this. I'm gonna go really light because there is a 2 minute that we haven't inversed yet, right? So we technically have to get a close back above here to take the long. But wait for the 1 minute close, and then your profit target would be this internal high. Baby, I'm back. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. I was strong. All right, I'm gonna put on some music. I don't want to get copyrighted, so. Is this logged in? Oh, whoa, whoa. Damn, bro, Tesla. Baby, come back. Okay, guys, so we're in the middle of the macro here. We got 30 minutes till crude oil comes out, so we could get some movement then. Oh, here we go. This is a 1 minute, guys. Take it super light. I'm going to take it with 1 micro. If we get the 1 minute close, obviously. No close yet. And target would be, again, buy side liquidity at right here at this high. That was formed at 2 minutes after open. So again, stop loss would be a close back below the fair value gap, which is right here. So let me draw this correctly for you guys that aren't seeing it. This is the 1 minute. Close back below, and the take profit would be at this internal high. Again, it's higher risk because we're at the higher end of this range of this leg, but you can take it very light. Hold on, let me log out of this account here. Give me a second, guys, and log in on micros, because I'm not taking this with full size. Not today on NFP Wednesday. I was strong. All right, guys. Let's see if we get the 1 minute close here. Very, very light position here. I'm literally taking 1 micro on this eval. I could care less. I'll take 2. Why not? Ugh, it's already moving without me. See, as it continues here, the R gets worse and worse. And looks like we're not going to get the trade, guys. You can chase this if you want, but I don't advise it. It's probably going to hit, though. They don't speak my language. They don't speak my language. And all right, there's the target. Okay, guys, so the target was hit inside the macro. What was this? Did we just balance? What was this? Was it an hourly gap? I forget. It was a 4-hour gap, guys, that we balanced. That was where the reversal occurred. Okay, guys, so that was the trade, right? I called the 2-minute inverse. I didn't take it personally, but that was the only trade I would have potentially taken today. Again, not my cup of tea, but I like to see a secondary manipulation leg and then a long. I don't like to see, especially on a day like today, I don't like to see one IFEG be the reversal. Got me up every day and you. So this could be a potential inverse if you guys want to try something, but we did just make equal highs here. A heads up to y'all. Let's check though that they're equal highs on NQ. Drifting away. No, they're not. They're relatively equal on NQ, but they're not perfectly equal. 1, 2, give me a sign. So guys, this could be an inverse if you want to try it. Your stop to break even would be at this internal low. But we haven't gotten the inverse yet, right? We'd have to see this inverse. So the short would be stop back above, and then your take profit in theory would be this internal low. But again, today's the type of day where things don't necessarily deliver perfectly. And again, guys, at 11 o'clock, I'm done. Right? On NFP week, after 11 o'clock on Wednesday, you don't trade anymore. I haven't taken a single trade today. This was the potential setup that I called, but I didn't take it because I know today can be very manipulated, and I wanted to see one more manipulation like down before taking a long. But this is a decent short, I think. I wouldn't say it's really like a perfect setup. I'd give it like, I don't know, a 7 out of 10. But you can try it. Again, I'm not here to tell you what to take, but I will definitely emphasize when something is really, really quality, and I don't think this is a quality setup. Let's see what we can get for selling some puts on Tesla. 6% down on $1,000 delivery miss. 1,000 car delivery miss. That's ridiculous. Like, so blown out of proportion. It's hilarious. Let me check out think or swim quick and see what we can get for some Tesla options today. So you can sell, for example, the October 25th puts. Let's say you wanted to sell the 200 puts. Right now you can get $335 for that. That is unreal. I might do that, guys. What's going on with... Whoa. Oh, this is NQ. That's why I'm tweaking. So we're getting another IFEG here to the upside. I don't like this, to be honest, but you could try it. I think it's a stupid trade. So yeah, guys, you can sell the 200 puts for October 25th for $320 right now. That's pretty darn good, if you ask me. Okay, so this, in theory, should bring us back to, at minimum, this internal high, right? Because everyone that's doing the ICT 2022 model short here is getting wrecked here. Up to this internal high, obviously. Or at least the body of this candle. So there we go. Right to the body. Yo, if you guys are in the chat, let me know what you guys do. If you're long-term investors, if you trade NQ. Do you guys sell options if you're in this chat right now? Or do you guys just day trade? So I do think we still go higher here. But, again, there's no trade. I'm just saying that if you're short right now, a lot of people's stops are above this internal high, right? If you're trying to take this ICT 2022 model short, we have a 1 minute order block here as well. So, mean threshold, and there's the 1 minute high. So, now you get wrecked if you were short. Okay, so we're done with the next macro, guys. So there's really nothing left here. This is like the end of the session. I mean, yeah, it's possible that more moves will happen, but this was the move today. Up to this internal high. Again, I didn't take it because I didn't like this initial 1 minute manipulate or 2 minute manipulation. I wanted to see one more down move, but yeah, this is pretty much it, guys. Moves have been made for today. So guys, look how we hit internal buy side here and here, and then we just chop. So the move was made, and now we have time distortion. So again, if you guys don't know, on NFP week on Wednesday after 11 a.m. Eastern, you stop trading. After that, and Thursday, price can be very manipulated, so you have to be super careful. And then I continue trading on Friday. So what we just balanced was this tiny 5-minute gap that you guys see here. How's my Boeing position doing? So I added Boeing. If you guys didn't hear earlier, I added at 149. And I think at minimum we're going to go up to all these internal highs here. So like 158. But I'm anticipating that this trade will go all the way back up to the 180s. And hopefully up to 190s. The ultimate draw for me is this weekly gap, or is it a monthly gap? Monthly fair value gap at 214.63. That's what I'll take the majority of my profits for Boeing. I added at 149.99. This is a swing trade. Risk is about 20% right from here. So weekly close back below this internal low. And take profit will be at the mean threshold of this gap. So it's almost a 3-to-1. And if you guys didn't hear as well, I think right now is a really good time to sell puts on Tesla. They missed deliveries for their cars by 1,000 cars, and they dropped 1,000 cars. Expectation was like 600 something, and they were off by 1,000. So almost a 6% drop on the day is such an overreaction. And if you sell puts right now, one contract for the October 25th sold puts is paying, I think it was $320, if I'm not mistaken. So I will be selling a round of puts on Tesla today. All right, so we're continuing with the bullishness. And it looks like we're going to go back to rebalance this. I mean, it's not a daily fair value gap yet on NQ, but we might go back to retest it here. All right, so we just balanced the daily, and we took out this internal high, so continuous bullishness, which is nice to see. So it looks like the draw today might even be this 15-minute gap. So if you guys want to try something, if we get back above this daily potential fair value gap, which is now obviously it's not formed quite yet, you could see it rebalance here. So let's see if we get a setup there. But again, at 11 o'clock, I'm done. So just so you guys know, on NFP week, Wednesday at 11, we stop trading, which is 30 minutes away, right? 40 minutes away. Yo, if you guys are in the chat, what do you trade? Are you an NQ trader? This is not a terrible short, guys. If we can close back below this 1 minute here, you could target this internal low. Should we try it? Do you guys want to do that? On the 2 minute, it doesn't look amazing, but it's not terrible. So we took out internal highs, right? So we're looking for a potential reversal to stop out longs. Where are long stops? At this internal low right here. You guys can try it. I wouldn't recommend it, to be honest, but it's definitely possible now that we sell off back to this internal low, right? So you have to wait for a close below it. Once we do, your stop to break even can go here, or your take profit, whichever you prefer. But again, we don't have the close yet, so we're not going to even get it. Right, we'd want to see the close below this 1 minute gap, but we didn't. The candle didn't close below, and then we had this big stab down. So now this trade is invalid to me. It's too high risk now because we've already had a move down. Did he close on the? Yeah, you see, even on NQ, we didn't close below. We closed right at the fair value gap. I'm still inclined to believe that we come down to it to stop people out, but it's not worth the risk anymore. Because look, this short, even if I take it from here, let's say my stop is up here, take profit is here, it's a half an hour trade. It's so not worth it. I mean, technically your take profit would be down here, but I just don't think that the market's going to deliver fluidly after what we just got. So this is technically the entry, but again, not a huge fan of it anymore that we had that stab down. So Bitcoin, as I said to you guys, this weekly fair value gap, we're getting a nice bounce out of it so far. So if we want to see continued bullishness on Bitcoin, for the person that asked below, this weekly fair value gap is where we need to see delivery from. If we inverse this, it's bad news for sure. But again, because we're in this snaky, choppy bull flag, I mean, it can easily disrespect the gap and then just continue higher. Again, I'm not a crypto trader, but for my bias, which is bullish still, I do want to see bullish PD arrays act as the driver to move price higher. Okay, so we just took out this internal low. Still didn't take out this internal low, right? So you see how bad this delivery is? We should just see this continue down. We don't want to see it trade back up into here. See that? We're taking out an internal high after taking out an internal low. It's just choppy. I mean, we could be balancing this 1 minute to continue lower, but still not a huge fan of it. You. So now we're balancing this 1 minute. If we inverse it, we could go even higher. Couple months in. Just let it be. By the way, if you guys are wondering why I have headphones in, I would play music, but I don't want to get copyrighted. I don't know how it works with YouTube, but if anyone knows, you can let me know. But I've heard that you can get copyright strikes for playing stuff, so. You see how terribly this disrespected this fair value gap? So this should have taken us down to at least this internal low, and we stopped right below it. So this tells me we're probably going to go back up to this high now. Should we try it for fun? Terrible thing to be chasing, in my opinion, but it's probably going to work. Look at this, guys. When does this candle close? 20 seconds. I don't know if we even get the chance to enter this, but if you really wanted to try something, you could try the long, but it's not a good idea in my opinion. But the idea would be a stop back below this 1 minute. Take profit would be the internal high, and you could leave runners if you want. Because think about it, everybody that's short the market right now has their stop above this high. I don't know me. So part of being disciplined, guys, is know that the moves have been made. This 2 minute inverse that we had earlier, that was the long setup. I didn't even take that because I didn't think it was good enough. But this is part of trading, guys. You're not going to trade every single day. You're not going to have a perfect setup that meets your criteria every single day. And sometimes it's just you looking at the markets and doing nothing else. Just sitting and watching. And you have to feel good about that. You have to be able to be comfortable sitting and not taking action. So we're just trading into this 1 minute inverse, and it could deliver us higher after this buy side. Tonight. Yo, who's in the chat? Anyone trading NQ live right now on a real account? Tonight. So another trade back down to the 1 minute. Could easily take us to buy side. Again, everything now is low probability, so don't even bother trading, but you guys have to have discipline. Have to. If you want to be successful, you have to have discipline. If you guys took a trade today, let me know what you took and why. If you trade NQ, or I mean, if you trade anything, to be honest, I'll take a look at it. Or if you have any charts you want me to analyze, let me know too. I'm just sitting on X here and playing chess. Need you tonight. Also, if you guys have any long-term positions that you want me to analyze the charts on, you can tell me, or just let me know what positions, what companies you believe in. What's your biggest position? Personally, mine is Tesla. Okay, so we're about to... Did we hit the internal buy side yet? Okay, so we just left equal highs here, guys. I wouldn't mind taking a scalp, honestly, with a micro. Should we do it for fun? Take profit would be 20.01350. Hold on. What am I going to get for one micro doing that? Why is it not letting me buy? Oh. Didn't put a frickin'... So it'd be a $9 profit. Let's do it. So one thing to... Oh, I realize this is also... Alright, so I just hit, probably. So those were equal highs on MNQ. Again, it was just one micro for fun. Like, chump change, obviously, but... So that's interesting. On NQ, we didn't leave equal highs, but on MNQ, we did. So I took a risk doing that. But again, it's such low risk, it doesn't matter to me. So you see that I didn't take a single trade for the day, and then I decided, based on experience, to take a 1 minute scalp. And you could just do that if you want. Like, just become educated and get as much experience as you can with the markets, and you can make little silly decisions like that. So another set of equal highs just formed on NQ and MNQ. So you could take another scalp here in theory. Should we do it? I don't like, to be honest, I don't like perfect equal highs that happen right next to each other like this. So I wouldn't take this personally, but up to you guys what you want to do. Wow, big push there. So it looks like, okay, so we're about to inverse this 15. Right? So if the 15-minute closes above, I am inclined to believe that we're going to rebalance the 15-minute gap right here. I don't know what happened to the box, but I think the draw is going to be 20,103 on NQ. Just a heads up. And it could happen today. I mean, don't get me wrong, but I'm not trying to risk that. But guys, keep an eye on these candles. So wait for a 15-minute close above, and then let's say we get. Again, I'm done trading after 11, right, guys? So, oh, by the way, we also had crude oil that just came out. That might have been where that move came from. anymore. So we could get, sorry guys, I'm playing chess while I'm doing this because I'm pretty much done for the day. If you play chess, let me know. I want to play you guys if you play my my followers, my subscribers. So we could see something like this up to the 15-minute for sure. Better learn English while playing chess. Devil in disguise. So guys, keep an eye out for like a big move here. We did have crude oil, which didn't do anything. Crude oil was at 1030. I thought it would make a bigger move than it did, but it didn't. What would the IFEG look like? We could see a big move up, and then a decent move down, and then we'd get an inverse here, retest, and then that would be the high. So the fair value gap would form somewhere here, right? We'd inverse it, retest the bottom of it, and then continue higher. But again, if it happens after 11, there's no point in taking it, in my opinion. Is anybody still live trading right now? So it looks like we're building up some LRLR here. It's not really yet, but hopefully we see the move in the macro up to the 15. Did we get the inverse yet? No, we didn't. Okay, so this candle closes at 45, so we got 5 minutes for this inverse. I'm going to delete these lines here, sorry. So 4 minutes left to the close on the 15. And then we'd want to see the move up. Three minutes left to the close, guys. So again, the bias is if we close above the 15-minute gap, we should get a big push up to the 15-minute bearish fair value gap right here and rebalance it. So that would be the bias. And then we're also coming up into this this last macro. So this would be the final spot where I would suggest trading today. Let me just label the low of this fair value gap so you guys can see it in black maybe. Whoops. So your final trade for today, because it's NFP Wednesday, will be within this 1 minute macro. Two minutes left till the close, guys. And now, again, equal highs just formed here, so this could easily be another... Oh, wait. Are they equal? They are equal on MNQ, and they are not equal on NQ, so I don't consider them valid. Sorry, guys. Never mind. Okay. What else can we look at here? Does anyone here play chess, just out of curiosity? Okay, so it looks like we're not going to get the 15-minute close here, guys. We might, but it doesn't look likely. Yeah, very, very low probability of the close here. So we might have to wait for the next 15-minute candle. But by that point, it's already going to be 11 o'clock. So that would actually be okay, because the macro starts at 11. Actually, it starts at 10:50. Sorry. No, so I would... It's actually not ideal. Facts from Cameron. C. What does that mean? C. Sell. Oh, you guys want to sell from the 15-minute gap? What's your thesis behind that trade, bro? I love when people just post sell. Like, what does that even mean? So it's interesting how we didn't close above the 15, and now we're seeing a bullish reaction. We'll probably get a 15-minute candle close here, and then see it move higher. Facts from Cameron. FV, I think you mean FVG, right? FVG on 15-minute now, sell on NQ. People are funny, bro. What about this 15-minute makes you think sell? Like, what about this 15-minute is bearish to you? Once this inverses, the algorithm will spool price up. Very likely. So I just don't get what the rush is to take a trade like that. But that's why not everybody's profitable, right? It's just your strategy. If you're taking 15-minute sells on a fair value gap like this, I can guarantee your win rate is very low. Facts from Cameron. Are you profitable, bro? Also, how did you find this stream? Do you follow me on X? Hmm. Look at this. Facts from Cameron is in shambles. So the macro started. All right, so this is actually a decent 1 minute, guys. Just a heads up. Decent 1 minute short here. Oh my god. Bro, this guy's so hilarious. I just played this guy in Chester who was talking mad shit, and he lost on time. I told him I was day trading while playing, and he didn't believe me. So this is a really good 1 minute inverse, by the way, guys. So your stop should be at break even here at this internal sell side. I called that out, but I was kind of busy finishing that game. I had like 10 seconds left. Facts from Cameron. How you doing, bro? Your trade might be working out now. After that 50-minute manipulation leg. But your stop should be at break even, and you took your short at the top of this fair value gap. So you'll probably get stopped out. If you're still here watching. Or free forever. So yeah, this is potentially the start of a miniature sell model. So we had the 1 minute IFVG here. Where do I think the market will probably retrace to here? Again, there's no guarantees, but 50% of the leg is right here. So this sell side is where we could easily sell off to. We do have this 2 minute fair value gap right here that we could be using to support price, of course. But just based on the fact that it's Wednesday, 11 o'clock, right before NFP, Thursday, I would not say that we'd have potential continuation here. So definitely think it's possible that we sell off to this sell side. You could wait for a retracement into this 1 minute fair value gap to take the short if you want. Oh, facts from Cameron appears from the shadows. See, it worked. All right, but why didn't you text? Why didn't you message anything when we had this huge manipulation candle saying, "Oh, this is a manipulation and we're going down"? These people don't. People think that they know how to trade, and then they're silent and they show up again when things start going in their favor. But they don't call out how price behaves beforehand. Now, the real trade, Cameron, if you wanted to take a really good setup, is to wait for this type of manipulation and wait for the IFVG close on this candle. That would have been the setup right here, which I called in live time, by the way. So your entry would be right here, stop loss at the high, break even would be once we took out this internal low, which should be now, and this is a free trade. So your stop loss would be at break even here, and you would take it to this internal low. Cameron says, I was late. Sorry, man. Of course, we're all late, bro. We're all late. We're all hindsight traders. Facts from Cameron, are you on a do you have a Twitter account or an X account? If you do, I want to follow you. I like following people that watch my streams or subscribe or whatever. By the way, guys, if you're in the chat, if you could like the video, that would be dope. And or / subscribe, that would be great. Really helps the algorithm. No, I am your subscriber. Love to be yours. I don't think English is your first language, but I appreciate the subscription. What is going on with this? Trial ends in... I'm the one. Facts from Cameron. Are you on X? Are you just on YouTube? Are you on Twitter X, whatever you want to call it? Hold on, guys. So look how beautiful this setup is. In theory, your stop should be at the body of this high, but if you want to reduce risk, you can lower it a little bit. It's a 3-to-1 trade here. It's acceptable to get a 1-minute candle to trade back into this 1-minute fair value gap and then come down. And in fact, we could try that if you guys want, but I'm not really interested, but you can if you want. Played out like it don't hurt. I played off like it don't hurt. Facts from Cameron. What do you think's gonna happen right now, bro? Looking at the 1-minute chart on NQ. Give me your prediction. Call the market before it happens. This is what I think is going to happen. Most likely scenario is a rebalance of this 1 minute gap. And then I think we're going to go down from there. But if we inverse it, then I think we're going up to this 50-minute high. So there's two different scenarios. So I don't have to predict which one is going to happen. I can take advantage of either one. So if we see a rejection from the 1 minute, you can take it short. This would be my target. We just formed equal highs here. Not on NQ, just on NQM. I hate trading micros, to be honest, because you get these discrepancies of what happens. So we're about to get the 1 minute trade back into the fair value gap. Again, it's totally permissible to just go one tick below it, but I think we're going to trade back into it and then potentially reject. Anyone else? Oh, whoa, oh. All right, so we just rebalanced the 1 minute, like I said. Now, if we inverse this, you guys can try along with your take profit at this high. Stop to break even would be once we hit this buy side. We have 6 minutes left on the macro. So wait for a 1 minute close if you're going to try a long. I think we're too high right now to really take anything, but this is what I called out earlier, if you guys remember. A move up, IFVG, close above it, take it up to this high. So we got 15 seconds till the close. This is the trade that I would consider. Take profit at the 15-minute high, stop to a close back below the 1 minute. I took your take now. Everybody takes my take, bro. Take your own take. So 1 minute inverse. Again, guys, my trading rules say that I stop trading at 11 on NFP Wednesday, so I'm not in this. But I do think we're going to take this high, and I think we're going to this 15-minute gap. That is my personal take on this. I need... Again, it is NFP Wednesday, and after 11 o'clock, the market behaves irrationally. And that is why I'm not taking this trade. Otherwise, I would be in it. Yo, what's up, Coors? Welcome, bro. I was just telling them that I'm not taking any more trades today because it's Wednesday after NFP Friday. It's a Wednesday of NFP after 11. Course, I'm happy to have you, bro. You're one of the OG stream members. The only thing that I considered, I haven't taken a single long-term setup. I took a very quick scalp up to these equal highs earlier for like it was like 1 micro. I haven't taken anything today. But earlier in the stream, I did call out this 2-minute IFVG. I just didn't take it because I wanted to see a manipulation leg down and then a continuation higher. But I know a lot of IFEG traders took this setup today. I just didn't like it personally. I didn't think it was A+. Yeah, after 11 is really not a good idea. Though I do still think that this IFEG will work. It's in a macro time. We have buy side, and we have this unbalanced 15-minute fair value gap up here. I just have to see a 15-minute close above this 15-minute IFEG here. But yeah, after 11 is nasty, so I don't do it. Did you take any trades today, Kors? I'm guessing you maybe took that 2-minute IFEG. Yeah, so happy I'm not taking these trades, guys. This is why you don't trade on a Wednesday after NFP. During NFP week, I mean. When does this 15-minute candle close? We have 7 minutes left for the close on this candle, so there could just be some distortion here. Did you scalp, of course, the quick scalp, was that the 2-minute IFEG from earlier? Did you, like, take it up to this internal high or something? I want to be able to catch at least 10 to 20 points. Yeah, that is the ideal for sure. To this internal high. From here, from 19,873 to 19,906, it's like 30 points, so that's good. All right, guys. I think I'll maybe stay on until we get this 15-minute high, but it's getting pretty late here, and this macro is pretty much done, so actually I think I might get off. Chorus, because I have seen scenarios where it reverses from that internal high and we continue bearish. Create the manipulation leg that you were hoping for. Yeah, for sure. I was hoping that we got the manipulation before the internal high got taken, and then I would have taken a long, but yeah, I mean, definitely situations where we invert, where we reject from this 2-minute gap and continue lower. Oh, I'm tired as hell. So let's see if we get the long here. I mean, technically this is like shitty price action now because we closed above. Now we're closing below. Closing above again. Yeah, for sure, Cores. I'm happy. It's just like the IFEG thing has... I mean, I've always been an ICT proponent, I guess, or... I always have approved of ICT ever since I learned it. But since I've incorporated IFEGs as well, my win rate over the last like year and a half has been significantly higher. So I'm happy that we were able to incorporate them, especially on the lower time frames. It helps a lot. So again, guys, look at this. Not following through yet. We took it out, closed above, closed below, closed above again, took it out internal high, rejecting. So this is the type of price action that's designed to stop traders out. Yeah, not excited to be trading this at all. So happy I'm not trading anything. Yeah, bro. I started learning ICT almost 4 years ago. It's been like three and a half, I would say. I was profitable after a year and a half of ICT. And then once I learned, basically as I became profitable, I also incorporated IFEGs in, and that just increased my win rate, which made me even more profitable. So for the last, I would say, year and a half, I've been profitable. I mean, I've always been profitable on my long-term portfolios and my swing trades, but as far as like intraday NQ day trading, a year and a half. ICT loves to ramble. Okay, 1 minute order block here. Probably going to take us up to this high and then up to this high. Yeah, Cores, just wait, bro. The best thing I would say is, like, don't try and scalp. I mean, scalping is okay, but just wait for, like, these AA plus moves like this. I would say this was A. I wouldn't say it was A plus, but wait for something like that you really know, especially when we had a big down move, and then just take that trade for the day. But I know it's easier said than done, but you'll get it for sure. So no follow through on this 1 minute OB. Psychology plays such a great part. Yeah, bro. Psychology is literally everything. But I remember when I was early into the day trading scene, I saw so many furus on Twitter, on X, posting about psychology this, psychology that. But a lot of them never taught how to trade. In fact, most of them couldn't trade, but they were just preaching psychology. Like, if you don't have a set strategy, like a profitable, proven, back-tested setup, like the IFEG, after liquidity on a higher time frame, and then a 1, 2, or 3 minute IFEG. If you don't have a setup like that, you can have all the psychology in the world, but you'll never be profitable because you don't have a setup. But yeah, I know exactly what you're saying. So after this internal high hits, I will be logging off, guys, because I'm pooped here. Tesla making a decent recovery. I sold a put on Tesla for $320 at this low, so we're up like 6% on that. It's an October 25th put, so. Okay, this is a decent close above here. Let's see this internal high get swept. How's my Boeing position doing? And is it gonna hit? And there we go. So if we see a lack of displacement above this high, I will be skeptical about this 15-minute gap, but hopefully we see strength going into this. Yeah, it looks like we're going up back up to the 15-minute high, just based on QQQ. But already I can see lack of displacement at this high, so we could get a reversal first down here, and then we can see it. There's so many different scenarios. If you're in this, your stop should be at break even, but you technically, this should not even be a trade because you would have gotten stopped out here. All right, guys, I am gonna get off. I think again this is the draw, but there's no setup here, and it's Wednesday after 11 on NFP. So best of luck to you guys. I'm not going to be live trading tomorrow. It's not a trading day for me, but Friday we'll be back. Friday morning is going to be should be an A+ setup. There is one set of red folder news at 8:30 a.m. It's a data candle setup. There's a few traders that trade this on X. They call it like a one setup for life. It should be an A+ trade. So if you're up at 8:30 Eastern Pacific time, that's going to be 5:30 a.m. If you're up, I'm going to be live at that time on YouTube, so come and join, and we'll take that live trade together. And I'll show you guys exactly what I see and what setup I would take. But whoever's in here in cores, Fox from Cameron, Abdullah, OG Dictator, thanks for tuning in, guys, and I will see you guys on Friday. Don't forget to join up at 8:30 a.m.